Hello, welcome back to a new video. Now, this video is going to be all about when you should recom your talisman, best time to recom them, and when you should buy others instead of recomming your talisman. So it's a nice little guide for anybody who is new to the game or actually later in the game and don't actually know when to properly recom the talisman. I was like it for quite a while. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Right, this video is going to be mainly about when to recom talismans, since people in my guild keep asking and people just ask me in general from time to time, so I thought may as well say in a video. This isn't going to be a video about where the cheapest talisman are, which ones you can get from quests or all that. I can do that in a separate video if you really want. This is just going to be mainly about when you should recom certain levels of talisman, going from epics all the way down to commons. So firstly, you should make sure to buy every talisman you can which is under 10 million. Once you got all of them under 10 mil, unless it's a legendary, what's maybe like 11 or 12, unless it's just a small bit out, aim to start recomming your talisman. That way you can slowly recom them, 1 or 2 a day is what I did. I think I did 2 a day for about a couple of weeks without doing them all. But if you did 2 a day, you can just recom all your legendaries to mythic, which is a very big bonus you can see here. Add 6 magical power, which is very useful, and it'll just slowly up the stats of everything and makes it so your talisman a lot better overall. But yeah, it's definitely worth recomming. Like every talisman I have recommed. I haven't got all the talisman because some are very expensive. It's as simple as that. But yeah, so aim to recom every talisman, every legendary talisman after they start costing more than 10 mil to 11 mil per. Just to quickly say here, make sure you do buy talisman which are useful even if they do cost more. Like mineral talisman, they're cheap, but there are others which are very useful. Right, for day crystal, make sure you do have a quartz minion down if you don't already have the collection unlocked because they're useful together. But yeah, and there are others which are very expensive but equally useful. E.g., where is it? Oh, there we go. Catacom's Expert Ring, very useful. I recommend you actually buy one of this first when you can. Gives in 10% more dungeons XP, which is just, it's like a long-term investment. It's very much worth it, but it is expensive, so I would recommend buying that sooner rather than later, maybe after you recon the rest of your talisman. Also, you will have to unlock melodies here to use it. I have it just because I bought it ages ago before they were soulbound, and then they obviously made it so I couldn't actually get any stats from it. Quickly interrupting here to say, if you like this video so far, please drop a like. If you're new here and enjoying the content, please subscribe. So many people aren't subscribed when they watch my videos, but I forget to say it a lot of the time. And also join the Discord in the description, because there is actually a 10 to about 12 mil giveaway going on right now, and there will be more in the future. So if you don't want to miss out on them. And now let's get back to the video. Right, so next you need to think about when you should start recoming your epics, because you will want to do it from the highest rarity down because you get more and more magical power per. But yeah, so let's first go back over here. If you look, epics to legendaries to give 4 magical power, so that is just a tiny bit less than what uncommon gives. But once you've bought all talisman what are uncommon or higher, for which cost less than around 12 to 15 mil, so aim mainly for 15 mil. Once they all cost less than 15 mil, you should consider recomming, or maybe if they are costing about 16-17 mil, maybe recom one a day or 2 just recon 1 talisman a day for a couple of days and buy that talisman and add it to the list. But yeah, don't really go over 15 mil, maybe a mil or 2, but not much further, because it just isn't worth it to buy. So if you just go through the talisman, and as you slowly go down tiers, you will have to spend more on the probably lower tier, which does hurt the most, I can tell you that now, but make sure you get every free talisman you can. Right, when it comes to rare talisman, it is the same upgrade of 4 magical power once you recom them, so try to keep the budget maybe like 16 to 20 mil, so it is slightly higher, but it is also worth you recomming them. Once you're at this point of the game anyway, you're kind of late game, not late game, but maybe late mid game, but it is very useful to know this information before you start trying to buy talisman which are worth way over what you should the upper stage of the game. Right now, for uncommon talisman, I believe this, since they only do give 3 magical power, once you're at this point and you're actually starting to recom uncommon talisman to rare, you should be making sure you have every talisman under 25 mil. Like, no matter if it's one you have to spend 25 mil on for the quest or just as a whole, but you should make sure you have every talisman under 25 mil because past that point it just isn't worth it to buy any more expensive ones until you have these recombed for the extra magical power. Right, finally, last but least, common talisman. Basically, make sure you spend at least 35 mil on every talisman for this, because they all are only +2 magical power, which means even another common talisman, what costs 25 mil, will actually give you more magical power. However, of course, a recomb does only cost about 6 mil most of the time, 5 to 6 mil. But yeah, it is a very hard one to budget, because it is actually very hard to spend the money on their expensive common talisman. But and just to be honest, recomming common talisman hurts, but it is useful overall, and there aren't that many you have to do. I lie, there's a lot you have to do, but come on, it is worth it in the end. But yeah, it has to be done at some point. And now you're just annoying Globby, aren't you? Alright, that was a much shorter video than normal. However, I say it was more useful than half my videos, but that's only if you want to properly listen to what I say to. Some people might have other options, and please, if you think I'm wrong about anything, tell me in the comments, and I will correct myself with a pinned comment if I believe you are correct, and I'll say if I don't. But anyway, if you enjoyed, like, if you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you're joining the Discord. Until next time, see ya.